We've only got one out. Here's Luke for race 1.
Completed. Thanks, Greg. Welcome, everyone. 3 metre rail, soft 5 to start us here at Rosehill. Red lights are turned on. 5 Diamonds Day. Off they go now in the opener. Bouncing well off the inside was Rise to It, made by Khan. Got a great start and first light as advised. Berries going forward. Back behind those settling into stride was Unanimous a bit closer today. The outside of Spitfire. Touristic settles back in the field. Mars a bit the inside and New Republic sees them all. Into the back straight of Rosehill Gardens they go, and Made by Khan leads here for Josh Parr. He won the Golden Eagle here a week ago. He's a length and a half in front of parking second. First light on the outside. Railing through was Rise to It. He gets a nice run under the lightweight. Unanimous switches off pretty well fourth as they put the 1200 metres behind them, and the speed just increases now. Made by Khan rolling a touch in front here. Spitfire's back on the rails fifth, followed by Touristic. The favourite's got some cover there, 2 behind him. They are Mars a bit and New Republic at the rear of proceedings. Still Made by Khan, a solo leader here. He's 1 in front. First light keeping tabs on him. He got across, 1 off the fence now. Punches the breeze without cover. Rise to It third, the inside. Unanimous creeping closer as they work to the side of the track. They've got 700 metres to run. Spitfire's the rails. Touristic's just come off the bit here, the favourite. Schofield's hard at work on him, trying to get him to pick up the bridle. Mars a bit and New Republic at the end. Made by Khan held together, leads 3/4 of a length on first light, which is now closing. 2 lengths Rise to It under pressure, but he's trying to wind up. Then Unanimous, Touristic the outside, and New Republic coming from last. First light hit the lead from Made by Khan. Rise to It's very dour and a strong staying type. He moves to the lead. Touristic behind them, then Unanimous. New Republic peaking on his run. It's Rise to It from a wall. 100 metres to go. He's staving them off. Touristic's trying to get there, but Rise to It keeps responding, and Rise to It in great form wins from Touristic. Photo for third. Made by Khan, Unanimous. Behind the Mars a bit. New Republic, first light, every chance. Spitfire's run near the end.
A big jump today from a Hawkesbury race up to a Saturday class, but it was probably the right Saturday race to go to.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why we came here. It was never the plan. There was a race for him on Thursday at Hawkesbury, but Noms came up fairly lack of depth, so we just waited for the race. Horse is in form. Great to get a win for Derby Racing. They've been very patient with him. He's been a fairly slow learner, but he keeps improving. He's taking the next step this prep, and every start he just improves. Been sticking him up in grade gradually, and he keeps responding.
So that's 6 runs in the prep. I wonder what Kieran and David will think now. You go one more with a horse in form?
Yeah, it's hard to stop when they're going so well and when he's still improving. He still did a few things wrong today, so it would be definitely a bit more to come. A couple of 100 metres extra wouldn't be a problem for him. Yeah. So, yeah, no, looking forward to what's to come with him.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, still. That was pretty impressive. Jumped up in class well.
Yeah, he did. The scary thing is mentally he's so far behind where he is physically. He in the run, he's travelling okay, but it's almost gone sideways. You're taking up 3 spots at once, and when I first clicked him up, I was confident a long way from home and didn't want to get there too soon, but had to keep his momentum up. And look, when he got there, he's had a little look around, and you're just waiting for something to come to make him go on again. And look, if he keeps progressing the way he is, who knows where he'll get to.
Yeah, even leaving the yard, he got a little bit excited and a little bit bouncy. Just keep him comfortable.
Yeah, that's it. And look, once he got out of the machines, he's a lovely ride, albeit going sideways. So once hopefully he puts it all together, he's got the physical attributes of a lovely stayer, and once his brain knows what he's doing, it's going to be exciting to see what he does.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Up goes Lady Redwood. There's the light. Stayers ready. They're racing now. Oh, Bosch jumped awkwardly, didn't he? He leapt in the air and he's back last early on. Nash takes him down to the rail. Bouncing well was Father's Day, straight to the front from Twigman, and Queenmaker's sliding forward. She's looking to get one off now and does so as Twigman drops down to the rails. Queenmaker without cover, he's outside at the winning post. Casual Connection is fourth, the outside of Apache Bell, and they're only hacking into the first bend here. Loving Silla's had no luck early. She's caught on a limb, 3 deep the outside around Spaycaster Kibosh. The two favourites race together back in the field, and Lady Redwood can see them all. Over the crossing goes Father's Day. He didn't jump it, even though he's been schooling at the jumps. He just loped over that crossing and led by 2 lengths the last start winner. That was a return to form there too. He's out by 2 on Queenmaker. Twigman behind those, followed by Casual Connection in a good spot midfield. The outside of Apache Bell, one of the mares. Then Kibosh, Spaycaster shading him the outside. A length and a half to Flying Silla. Lloyd's been able to tuck in now. He's got some cover on her. Lady Redwood's last as they go into the back straight. No change to the order. They've settled down. Father's Day into the back he goes. He led by a long way last start. He's only 1 to the good of Queenmaker, travelling up strongly, trying the 2400 for the first time. 3/4 away third was Twigman. Then Casual Connection, Apache Bell. Spaycast is now racing on his own. Behind those was Kibosh, followed by Flying Silla, and Lady Redwood is still last of all. Father's Day at the 1000. He leaves the back straight, leading by 3/4 of a length on Queenmaker and Twigman. Casual Connection waits for his move, followed by Apache Bell. Then Spaycaster. Nash starts to roll here on Kibosh. He's gone early here. 3 wide the outside and starting to charge into the race. He pocketed Spaycaster there. Lady Redwood onto heels, and Flying Silla's last of all. So Father's Day the leader. They really start to crank it up here now. Father's Day led from Kibosh. He's made a quick move to second here. Still on the bridle too. Behind them Twigman. Spaycaster's coming on now. Queenmaker's struggling early in the straight, and Kibosh. Nash has made that early move. Hits the lead from Father's Day. Spaycaster trying to wear down Kibosh. Behind them was Twigman. To the outside was Lady Redwood. Father's Day's not done with 2. 150 out. Father's Day's climbing off the canvas. Kibosh has peaked, and Spaycaster the outside. Father's Day and Spaycaster. Berry rides hard on Spaycaster, and he's going to wear down Father's Day. Spaycaster too good. Has won from Father's Day. Photo third. Kibosh. The early move told, but Nash tried something. He's in a camera there with Apache Bell. Back behind them was Queenmaker, Twigman, followed by Loving Silla, Casual Connection, and Lady Redwood at the end.
Well done, Charlie. Spaycatcher. The boys were talking about how he was in the yard. That's him.
Yeah, it is him. Look, it's all through his bloodline. I think he's actually to get pretty warm, so we're not too concerned about it. Look, when he came up to his first run up in New South Wales, Chris actually said to Kathy, I don't care whether you sit first or last, just get him to relax and find a rhythm. And he did that day and won, and then we did the same at the Kenzo and midweek, and this is obviously a little bit harder today being on a Saturday, but he's just taking confidence with each and every run. But look, I think he's obviously got a horse with ability, but there are still some kinks that can be ironed out, and then he'll improve again.
Nash had to try something there on Kibosh, being so far back when it was time to go.
Yeah, absolutely. They just went so slow up front, and Nash was sort of there on a fit horse on the back up to the distance. But look, someone had to make the move, and Nash is as good a judge as any. So look, he looked at the top of the straight like he was going to pull it off, but he was just found wanting a little bit late.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tommy. That was a really tough win, considering he melted in the yard and there's not a lot of him.
Yeah, there isn't. He's not a yard watch. He's not very pretty to look at before the race, but knowing him and knowing what he's like, he did that last time, and he did it with Kathy at Hawkesbury as well. So that's just his makeup, and Chris does a good job with him at home, not doing a lot with him, just lets him do what he has to. And I was a bit mindful. I knew they weren't going at a great tempo, but he's got a good turn of foot, this horse, and I didn't want to use it too early. But when Nash went, it sort of forced me hand to tack onto him because I thought he was the one to beat, but he toughed it out well.
He looked like he was going to win 3 or 4 times. Once he got past Kibosh, took him a while to get there, but his game on the line.
Yeah, but you probably noticed I was pretty kind to him as well. Like, I only give him a hit with a stick probably every 5 or 6 strides because I knew I was going to get there. I was like, okay, the winning post is up there. We've got a bit of time, so I didn't want to rush him because, as you said, there's not a lot of him, and it's probably easy to get him unbalanced. But look, it was the horse's job today. He got it done, and I'm glad the staying races are out the way.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, thanks.
not a trait that we've seen in the past from Miss Hellfire, and she's
Okay.
just been an absolute angel.
I think we've got another one out here. Here's Luke.
Set again. Racing now, reduced field on their way, and Eagle Nest away brilliantly. Eagle Nest swoops on the lead early, 2 lengths to Dollar Magic after 100 metres. Straight to third was Miss Hellfire, being followed by on the outside Spirit Queen, and Cross the Rubicon resuming. She's back last. 2 late scratchings if you're just joining us. 7 Waikiki and 8 Smiling Prophet, both taken out late. They work to the side of the track, and Eagle Nest gets a really cheap lead here. 3/4 of a length in front of Dollar Magic. 1.5 away. Third was Miss Hellfire on the rails. Back behind those Spirit Queen and Cross the Rubicon, save for 1 run at them. To the turn they go. Eagle Nest travels into the straight for Prebley. Lets her off the chain now. Half a length in front of Dollar Magic. Miss Hellfire works into the clear. She's 3 lengths away, but Eagle Nest is going okay in front here. 250 metres to go. 1 to Dollar Magic. Miss Hellfire's trying hard, but still Eagle Nest the leader. 100 metres to go. 1 in front of Dollar Magic. Miss Hellfire the outside, but Eagle Nest first out and first home. Brilliant win. Eagle Nest wins it by 1 on Dollar Magic. Miss Hellfire third. Back behind them Spirit Queen. Cross the Rubicon. We went without Waikiki and Smiling Prophet, numbers 7 and 8.
Gerald home in 32.66.
Well, they weren't going to give her a start and beat her then, were
No
they?
way.
No, she was brilliant out of the gates. Brett rides are really good, and asset is the speed and then her ability to relax and turn off. So she was good. She's come a long way, you know. She's gone from provincial 64 to midweek and now to Saturday grade, and you know, and you got John Moore buying these yearlings and George Moore bidding on him, who won't give up until he's you know, and then I'm lucky to get him to off Muskoka to train. It's really good. We've got a good combination going at the moment.
And she held herself together over there behind the gates because that wasn't ideal.
It wasn't, you know, she sweat up a little bit here, and I just know she was a bit backward in wanting to go into the gates, but can forgive her that. Home track, first time, sticky weather, but she got the job done where it was supposed to get it done.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Congratulations, BP. That was pretty impressive. Like, not just the run home, but she seems to have settled down a lot.
Yeah, very professional, wasn't it? Just my only anxious moments was before the start, where everything was getting sort of toey and upset. But got in there, we didn't wait long, and we jumped, and she controlled the race, and she had one a long way out. It was a good feel.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
One out. Here is the fourth, the Tab Highway, 1400.
And they're ready to run. Tab Highway, 1400. Starter says go immediately, and they're off and racing. The Dramatist straight out the back. Zeeby was away brilliantly. Leads from Rajnish in the early stages. Miss Jennifer Bantaki handy to the speed. Call Me Louis trying to get in. He's just posted a wee bit wide at the moment. On the inside of Dream Inherit going forward. Then Monty Outlander, centre field, the rails from Unrelenting. I'm a True Star, Montebello's Charm, Herne Hill. Bandash is slotting in for some cover there. The outside of the Dramatist, Go Gazza the fence. Then Sonic Tycoon getting a long way back. And Our Orator is the last one. Off the back they go. Zeeby the leader to the 750 now, led by a length and a half. Rajnish is parked in second placing, followed by Bantaki. The rails, Miss Jennifer, Call Me Louis, forced to do it tough. 3 wide, no cover. Then Monty Outlander, followed in the field by Montebello's Charm. Unrelenting, slicing through between runners. Deep out, Dream Inherit. Then Herne Hill, the Dramatist, is trying to come through them as they enter the home straight. Zeeby, headed by Rajnish, the outside. Miss Jennifer running a race decent odds. Unrelenting. Monty Outlander back behind those. The Dramatist is picking his way through the field. Call Me Louie. I'm a True Star. 200 to go. The Dramatist about to burst into the clear after Rajnish. Unrelenting. Monty Outlander gets through as well. It's still Rajnish. Unrelenting. The Dramatist coming. They hit the line. Photo. The Dramatist dived at Rajnish. Made it really close. As for third, Unrelenting. Call Me Louie. Monty Outlander behind those. Then I'm a True Star, followed by Our Orator, Bantaki, Miss Jennifer. Behind them, Zeeby. Then came Band Dasher, followed by Go Gaza, Montebello's Charm, Dream Inherit, and Sonic Tycoon. It's a photo. Did he get there or not, the Dramatist?
Congratulations, Reece. That was a really good ride, mate. You didn't panic, just waited for the runs to open.
Thank you. Due to put in a good one somewhere. But yeah, look, he was tremendous today. He ran for super first up, and just kind of took the percentage run today, trying to get those gaps, and thankfully they didn't completely close in on me, and he was managed to squeeze through and get the win done.
Did he always travel through the run?
Yeah, look, he's a lovely horse. He's very push button. He's a bit of a casual customer, but as soon as I needed him, he was there for me, and really pleased to get a win for Rod and the connections here today. Rod recently lost his dad, so I think he was with me today, and happy to get the job done.
Well done, buddy.
Thanks, Corey.
Stand by. They're off now. Pretty good line too. Divine Breath eases back shortly after the start. Favourite Shadows of Love was away well. Byron and Flying Destiny being dug up on the inside, and Sumo Stars there as well. A line of 4 going into the first turn. Black Duke sliding across the outside of Vindication. Then Lemaire 3 lengths away. Cuban Grand Chico followed by Divine Breath. Then another Cognac, and Bowery Breeze is last of all. Sumo Star used his inside draw to a nicety. He burrows through and leads. 600 metres to go. Half ahead Byron. 1.5 Flying Destiny Lemaire. Favourite off the speed now, Shadows of Love. She's 5th before the turn inside of Black Duke. Vindication, Cuban Grand Chico struggling, then Divine Breath and Bowery Breeze. In the straight, 375 out, Byron, Sumo Star. Flying Destiny called upon, Shadows of Love had to change course. She's blocked for a run. Lemaire sneaks up on the rails, then Black Duke. Inside the 200, still Sumo Star. Lemaire getting through. Flying Destiny still there with Byron. Sumo Star led from on the outside. Flying Destiny, Lemaire's between them, and late Shadows of Love. Could she still get up? Oh, she can! Shadows of Love, after getting blocked at the 200, has found a way. Shadows of Love beats Sumo Star, Flying Destiny and Lemaire. Back behind them, Byron, Cuban Grand Chico. Then came another Cognac, Bowery Breeze, Vindication, Black Duke, Divine Breath.
Tommy could feel the cricketers' hands around.
And mine.
And yours?
I'm going, Tommy.
Tommy. He had 2 goes at it.
He was trying hard to get out that gap, but they were desperately trying to keep him in. Like, for her to get through over that and go again, I thought it was too late, but she's a good filly.
Did you say you gave up?
I don't want to say I did, but I've just had a lot of bad luck lately.
It was easy to give up.
I know. I thought this is going to be a sad story.
Yeah.
But very happy.
Everything looked perfect on paper, but it's got to go perfect out there on the track.
It's never that easy, is it? You know, you think, oh, beautiful barrier, get the 1-1. Just didn't work out that way, but look, it all worked out good in the end, and the owners are over the moon.
Oh, their hearts were beating.
Mine still is.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tommy. That was pretty impressive. How many times can you get knocked down or find no run and still get up and win like that?
Yeah, she's just, I think, a class too good for him. The price suggests that going into it, and it's funny, I had Cool Duke outside me, and I think he's Cool Duke in it, and he's twice the size of me, and I thought, I'll edge out the way, and when I it was going to get in too much of a bumping duel with him. I thought I just can't do that and win. So I just went back in, caught my medicine, and I knew that gap was mine. I just had to wait for it to come the second time, but she was too good in the end.
She was strong through the line.
Yeah, she was. And as I said, she's little, she's tough, and she's very tenacious, and probably rode her a little bit too close the other day, hit the front too early on her. So we rode her that pair further back, found a lot more trouble, and got the job done.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Mirror view walking in. The mares are set to go. Racing now. Caught them in a perfect line too. Royal Merchant was away well. Called Eye given a positive ride by Nash. He's going to put her right on top of the speed, and Called Eye takes up the running now. From Royal Merchant, Fine Point. Dalcini a bit closer than usual. Roots is behind those, one off the fence, followed by Russian Conquest. And last on the outside was, as they settle down, Mirror View, her stablemate. So Called Eye stacks them right up here. No real tempo in this race. Called Eye, 750 metres to go. 3/4 of a length in front of Royal Merchant. Fine Point having no luck. Prated out on a limb, 3 deep, followed by Dalcini. Then Roots coiled up behind those in 5th placing. And 2 lengths Mirror View with Russian Conquest matching strides at the back. Down the side they go, 600 metres out. Called Eye's had an uncontested lead. Half a length Royal Merchant, Fine Point. Dalcini's behind those. Roots is about to ease to the outside. Early in the straight here, 400 metres to go. Called Eye still on the bridle lead. Royal Merchant closing in. Fine Point's brave. Roots switches to the outside now. She's being cuddled by Berry. About to turn a loose he is now. 200 metres to go. Here comes Roots on the outside. Going out and after Called Eye. Royal Merchant, Dalcini ran out of room on the fence, but it's all Roots. 50 metres to go. She's going to win the Group 2. There's a treble for Tommy. Roots wins it by 2.5 on Called Eye. Fine Point. Royal Merchant 4th, followed by Dalcini. Next over was Mirror View and Russian Conquest.
Blinkers.
Yeah.
Wow.
The addition of blinkers. Look, she was probably a bit lazy in the invitation, and Tommy said, whack them on. He worked her throughout the week, and she was exceptional. So it was a great ride. There was more speed than anticipated on paper, but to Tommy's credit, he held her up and let her use her turn of foot when it counted most.
What happened in the invitation? She got a bump at the start and she lost ground, and then she never travelled, and I think Tommy was saying she just lost all confidence. It was all impacted.
Yeah, you summed it up perfect. Things didn't go to plan, and that's as simple as that. She lost confidence and didn't have that finishing dash she probably was entitled to give. So look, the blinkers back on has really helped her today.
Group 2, you'd love to think that she could go on and go one better. Well, it might come at some stage in her career.
Yeah, she's just been a model of consistency her whole career, and she's continuing to progress as she gets older. So there might be a nice little Group 1 somewhere for her, but we'll leave it to Chris. But the way she's working at home and the way she's racing, there's no doubt she's got the ability to do it.
Yeah, keep those blinkers on.
Sounds good.
Well done.
Now, come on, tell me, whose choice was it, yours or Chris's?
It was a joint decision.
Come on.
I did mention to Chris, she was pretty lacklustre last start, and she was explosive first up, but just even she was knuckling over coming out the gate. She just wasn't concentrating, and I mentioned it, but that's all you do with trainers. You've only got to mention it, and it's up to them whether they want to use it or not. But Chris knows his horses pretty well, and I came to gallop her. I didn't know I was galloping. I come to ride work for him last Saturday morning, and I jumped on her with blinkers on. So she worked really well, and it showed today. She was still pretty laid back going to the gate, so I'll give her a bit of a canter just before we went in to keep her mind on the job, and she was a different horse today.
She travelled like the window a long way out.
Yeah, I had him covered. It's just a matter of when I pushed the button, but that was going off a first up run. That's how she gave me that sort of feel. And I asked Chris if I could stick with her, and he said, let's just take one race at a time. So I thought after last time, it might be me done, but he stuck with me, Chris, and I haven't had a lot of luck from him. I've had a lot of rides since I've been back, so it's nice to get a good winner for him.
Well done, buddy.
Cheers, thank you.
Attendant climbs in with a runner drawn in the centre. Now they're away. Shangri-La Express out wide, jumped away on level terms with them. Showing great speed was Better Being Single. Shangri-La Express is up outside of it early as they go hard into that first turn. Very wide Trafalgar Square. Arts Alive's on the rails in that bunch. Climactic, so too Thunderous, followed by on the outside Petawawa. Ruda Royale, Volatile, the next pair. Wide out Miss Judas with some cover, then Scampy. They were being followed by Lamentum, tailed off War Council, and that's outstanding is the last one. Shangri-La Express found the rail on the turn. 3/4 of a length in front of Trafalgar Square. It's Shangri-La Express, half a length now Trafalgar Square early in the straight. Climactic, Petawawa. Back behind those Volatile, weaving for a run. Scampy's down the outside, running home. 200 metres to go. Shangri-La Express has beaten off Trafalgar Square. Scampy's coming on the outside, making steady ground, but it's still Shangri-La Express. Ruda Royale flashes up on the fence. Shangri-La Express hanging on though, and Shangri-La Express is going to win it by 1 length on Ruda Royale. Winner burns the candle at both ends. Third in Volatile, ahead of Climactic. Back behind those when they pull up was Petawawa in company with Better Being Single. Behind those was Trafalgar Square. Scampy in front of those, followed in by Arts Alive, Lamentum, War Council, Thunderous, and that's outstanding.
Well done. Well done. Just naturally brilliant, this horse.
He is, you know, all the makings of those top class 2-year-olds, as you said, that natural, sustained speed, and yeah, he showed that in abundance today.
Were you confident going into his debut win that he could do something like that when we saw him in the Kirkham?
Yeah, in fairness, you know, we do a bit of work with him at home in terms of sort of the jump outs, and he'd shown plenty of natural speed right from the outset, from his very first go. So everything he did, he picked up very quickly and just did it all very naturally from the outset. So no surprise that every stage of the way he's gone along and been, you know, as naturally has.
And describe what's happened since the Kirkham to today. What's he been like?
He's been great. He trained on really well. That certainly sharpened him up. You know, I was just trying to keep him contained for those couple of weeks. You know, thought we obviously had the right horse coming here today, and just wanted to make sure we got him here in good order, and wanted to get today over with so that we can plan for the autumn.
It's Remembrance Day. It's the 11th of the 11th. It's a bit of time to go to the slipper. You put him away now and you just set him with 1 goal?
Yeah, I think so. He's a Magic Millions horse, but whether we look to that with him, you know, there's a few things to take into consideration still, but I wouldn't rule it out. But most likely, you know, the golden slipper with these colts is obviously where you want to be aiming. So we'll work back from that and see what it looks like.
Yeah. What would he need to show you to run into Magic Millions in January?
Just whether we feel he can handle it all, and whether we leave enough in the tank for the big race. But you know, over traditionally, I guess, horses have gone through there and performed very well. So no reason he couldn't, but he's had a decent enough time getting here today.
Great work.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations, Regan. That was pretty impressive.
It was, Brownie. As I was just saying here before, it's a hot day here today, as we all know, and he absolutely melted in the yard, even behind the barriers, and one pulled a shoe, and so he had to overcome that, and he also had to overcome barrier 14. And he did it the tough way and showed his class.
What was the feeling when on straightening? Like he'd burnt the candle at the start of the gate. What was the feeling getting into the straight?
Mate, he's such a casual horse that although we're running along and he's doing work, he's just doing it all off the bridle, and once he balances up and you give him a little tickle, that's when he grabs a bit, and they're the horses that go a long way.
Do you reckon he would have chased really hard if he had a bunny?
Yeah, absolutely. If I had something to follow, just haven't had the opportunity. He's drawn 2 wide barriers, and even something to follow, I think you'll see even a better horse.
Right on, mate.
Thank you.
Shoeing to be done.
So Waterford's okay now. He's about to walk up. So we're back to where we started with Waterford, the last one to move up. $2 million, 5 diamonds. Here we go.
Crash back and they're off and racing, and Antino missed it. He missed it half a beat, did Antino, and he's in the second half of the field, settling down. Zoom on Musters. Goes to the lead from Unspoken, and Huyamel sliding across from his wide draw. Just behind those settling into stride was Palmetto. They were being closely followed by Detonator Jack, the inside of Jimi Hendrix, and they're going at a crawl into the back straight here. Converge is centre field. Democracy Manifest is 3 wide, but he might have a bit of cover out there. Antino between those runners. A length away was Faulkner Park, being followed by Waterford, getting a long way back with St. Lawrence, Hope in Your Heart. And Regal Lion is the last one as they continue down the back straight. Zoom on quickens a bit now. Led by half a length on Huyamel. Palmetto's getting a sweet trip back behind them in third over on the inside as they continue to the next bend. St. Lawrence gallops with it in unison. Jimi Hendrix is behind those, then Converge, followed by Detonator Jack. Democracy Manifest in the 3 wide line. He does have cover there for Nash. He switches off pretty well, trying the 1800 for the first time. He's around the hot pot Antino after the slow start. He gives them 6 or 7 lengths. The outside of Faulkner Park, one away Waterford. He's got in from the draw. Back behind those horses before the turn then was Hope in Your Heart, and Regal Lion is toward the end. Unspoken's up running third before the turn. 400 metres to go. Zoom on straightens half a length in front of Huyamel. Unspoken running on Where's Intino. He's got a wall in front of him trying to sneak through the field. Democracy Manifest running on. Zoom on still the leader. Unspoken's coming after him, 150 out, and Democracy Manifest down the outside. It's still Zoom on. Unspoken digs in. Wears it down. Unspoken the outside going to them. Unspoken has got up and won from Zoom on. Democracy Manifest in a photo for third with Detonator Jack. Jack might have got him for the minor placing. Back behind them was Waterford. Then Antino. Slow start costly. Never likely. Huyamel, Palmetto with those. Followed by Hope in Your Heart, Jimi Hendrix, Faulkner Park, Regal Lion. And he's been one of the last over.
Paul, well done. Can you just describe the rise of this horse, Unspoken?
I can't really. It's just that word acclimatisation that they all say these Europeans have got to do, and a completely different animal to what we seen last preparation. He was just a little bit anxious at times. He didn't have it in him. He just didn't have it. And this time through, he's just got bounds of it. He's got lots of his energy. He's there to be put into races. He wants to travel. He led the other day for the first time ever, which I didn't think he could do. And he just won as he liked. And even today, Tommy was I was waiting for something to sort of pop out to go, because he had a lap for the horse, and once he started to put him into the race, he really started to begin to lengthen that stride, and he's got that really good will to win.
So did you have any idea, did you have confidence to think that even though things weren't happening, they would with time?
Well, when you sort of get them back in again, it always gives you something to hang your hat on. Especially with Wettall, we've seen that with him. Yep. Tazarel's another one lately. He's just come to mind straight away, and obviously this bloke. But he's got a lot more to give. He's supposed to run a lot further than what we are today. And look, I said earlier, maybe a Caulfield Cup in next year's Caulfield Cup that could be well and truly on the mark, because he can really stick. He's got the biggest set of nostrils you've ever seen, this horse, so he certainly can suck them in, and he's certainly going to have that stamina.
Okay, so Big Nose goes to a Caulfield Cup. It's an amazing concept which is so simple. We don't have 4-year-old races only. We don't have 5-year-old races only, and we've got 2 here in the space of a week. Yeah,
and look, I've got all my owners have come from everywhere today, actually, and they've never been actually here to see him race. So there's been a few of them that haven't come, and Greg Ingham's come over, Brad Spicer and his crew have come from Melbourne, so everyone's reliving it. They're all loving it, and obviously the money's bringing when the money comes in, it's all good.
Isn't it, White? Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tommy. That was great, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, wasn't it? Look, we drew a nice gate, landed in a good spot. He travelled a touch strong, but Hippo, when he got there, he just said, I've done enough, and wanted to go a bit slow for me, but credit to him, he kept breathing well, and I was in a nice rhythm. And just before the bend, I knew he'd stay, so I was happy to let him walk through his gears. But he pinned his ears back, and he tried really hard. He's got a great will to win, and credit to the team, because it's not easy to do 4 in a row.
especially not at a level like this. So all honours to the team for keeping me on, and that was a great trip.
He looks to me like he's an unassuming horse. Like he hasn't got that rock star look, but he's got a heart as big as gold.
100%. He doesn't do anything special. He puts himself in a spot. He'll go to sleep, and when you say go, he'll go. So he's pretty easy to ride, and he's a pleasure to ride.
Well done, mate. You deserve it.
Cheers, Corey.
Field is just about ready. Here's Luke Marlowe.
9 here at Rosehill. Stand by, red light flashing away. Mars Mission drawn the inside. Off they go now, and Atmosphere beat them out. He began brilliantly. Felix Majestic burning up on his outside, and Gringotts is just behind those third as they put on a bit of power early here. Collett really wants the front on Felix. Nash, will he hand up on Atmosphere? He will now. So Felix Majestic on settling down, strides to the lead. A length and a half Atmosphere, Gringotts, Mars Mission, Tempest, and All Machiavellian is last of all. So Felix Majestic, he had to burn, but he got to the top now, and he leaves the back straight at Rosehill, his favourite track. 2 lengths in front of Atmosphere, Gringotts without cover the outside, followed by Mars Mission, enjoying a good run on the rails on the back up. Then came Tempest, and All Machiavellian, as he tends to do, he just parks out the back of the field. To the side they go. He got a breather there, Felix Majestic. He comes down the side, leading by 3/4 of a length on Atmosphere. He's really keeping tabs on the leaders. On the leader is Nash. To the outside, Gringotts 3 wide before the turn, and Mars Mission waits in the straight. Felix Majestic about to be given his cue. 3:75 to go. He led from Atmosphere, cuddled. Gringotts the outside, full bore. Mars Mission still behind them, all dressed up, nowhere to go. Tempest deeper out. Felix Majestic, Atmosphere. 200 metres to go. They beat off Gringotts. It's Felix Majestic digging in. Nash is trying to lift Atmosphere, but Felix has got his head in front. He won't be denied. Felix Majestic wins from Atmosphere in a great stoush between the pair. Third across Gringotts, Mars Mission fourth, then All Machiavellian and Tempest.
Is here representing Godolphin, and he couldn't catch you, Gaz. Well done.
Oh, mate,
well done.
I'm so happy. Relieved more than anything. The owner slot from Melbourne this morning came to the races. I said, I think he'd be hard to beat them. We've changed a few things around, as I told you. Straight to the front, he just run them into the ground.
Well, that was the way to do it today, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, he's done it before. Like last prep, his last run, he won on a Saturday. He won exactly the same. And look, I honestly think he'll be a better horse next prep. I really do.
And that's why you walked away disappointed last start, because you thought he could just keep winning.
I really did. As I said, although he only got beat 2 lengths, I was disappointed, you know. But he's bounced back. I'm happy for everybody.
How far will he stretch out in distance later on?
I honestly think these Smart Missiles, I said to the owner, I think probably his best distance is going to be a mile, but he needs a lot of things to go his way.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But anyway, we got the money and we're happy.
Now, did you say you're going to put him out now?
No. We'll keep going with him. We'll have a look. And we had I've got another race in mind for him. Actually, next start's 1500, but I'll talk to Jason first, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah, is that in a couple of weeks? So you want to keep him his runs close together?
Yeah, a couple of weeks, yeah. Anyway.
Go and enjoy it.
Thanks very much.
Good on you.
Congratulations, Jace. They sat back and just left you to do all the work.
Thanks, Corey. It was it's a lot easier in front.
Do you reckon it was my good talking to you earlier on?
Possibly, yeah, that definitely helped. I'm dripping with sweat right now and melting, but no, that was a good end of the day.
He is a lovely horse, isn't he?
He is, yeah, a very likeable racing style. I was just saying before, he was in a good mood today. His last start, he didn't want to work with me at all. Seemed to fight him the whole way, and he didn't finish it. Was he today? He was comfortable and, yes, howled late.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Race 10 at Rosehill. Often racing now. Gustosissimo half missed it. Wizard of Oz was away fast. Gustosissimo mustering now. He goes to second. With Your Blessing third. Then Esperito. Followed on the rails by Running Bear, Plundering getting back off the speed. Contemporary finds the rails second last, and Flashing Steel can see them all. There goes Esperito. Takes off around the outside and heads off Wizard of Oz now. Gustosissimo doing work, going to second. Back behind those was With Your Blessing. It's enjoying a beautiful run in the race. Followed by Running Bear, Plundering's well back, so's Contemporary, and Flashing Steel can see them all. Esperito came up towards the 450 metre mark, leading by half a length on Gustosissimo. He's closing in the favourite. Back behind them, Wizard of Oz, With Your Blessing. Plundering's further back. Contemporary gives them a big start early in the straight. Gustosissimo went to the lead. 200 metres to go, but here comes With Your Blessing and Plundering the outside. Late Contemporary, 150 to go. Gustosissimo, Plundering, With Your Blessing and Contemporary. Gustosissimo fighting the inside. He's climbing off the canvas, Big Gus. Mamma mia! Gustosissimo has won the last. He looked gone at stages, but fought like a cage lion. Wins from a photo. Contemporary, With Your Blessing. Not much between those two. Then Plundering, followed by Wizard of Oz, Running Bear. Further back in the field when they pull up was Esperito and Flashing Steel. It's 3 in a line for Big Gus.
Sterling Alexio. Well, it's been a good day for the stable. Eagle Nest and now Gustosissimo. Everyone's trying to work out how good this horse is coming out of lower grade races, but that was a win.
Yeah, he's still very inexperienced. It's not an easy spot to sit at his first start round Rosehill outside leader, and he was a little bit tardy out of the gates today after probably parading a bit fresh and getting a bit worked up. But he's got a very bright future. Might be the last time you see him in Australia. He might find his way to Hong Kong now, where he's owned. But I'm sure Mr. Chung will have a lot of fun with him over there as well.
He'll be hard to keep now, won't he?
He will. He was always going over there, so we've done well to get 3 wins with him. But he's a nice horse.
You've done the job well done.
Thank you.
Good on you, Sterling. Sterling.
Congratulations, Jay. What an effort. He was on the canvas 3 times and still managed to win well.
Yeah, he just played up just as the start was affected, and I didn't hit the ground running. We were sort of pretty keen. He's got 52. He's a runner. We wanted to control the race from the top end, but I just decided to ride him as he come to me. Travelled well, but like you said, he got challenged quickly in the top part of the straight, and to be honest, I thought I was in trouble. But he lengthened well, and if anything, he was pulling away from them late. So obviously he had the weight relief, but he's progressive. He's going through the grades. Won't be the last time he win, but it might be overseas, not here again.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.